How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today I'd like to talk about multitasking, mainly because sometimes people say, oh, multitasking is bad for you, and other times people say, oh, you should single task all the time. To me, I do single task most of the time, and if I'm multitasking, I'm actually doing a lot of switching between multiple tasks. Now, the way to take advantage of multitasking effectively is to realize that sometimes you need to single task. Sometimes things require you to have your full concentration. For example, when I'm video editing, I mainly do it as a single task thing. I fully concentrate on it. I might leave in a small task or something that's in the background. For example, if I'm microwaving something for 5 minutes or something, I might have it go on for those 5 minutes. So as an example of flying this drone at the same time, I need to kind of look at it every once in a while, just so that it does not kind of fly away from me, and definitely not fly into my car. Sort of when I'm having it face towards me here, it kind of takes a little bit more skill. I'm actually flying backwards because all the controls are reversed. If you saw my previous review of the previous cheapy quadcopter, this thing actually handles a lot better. It feels a lot more solid, it feels more responsive. It definitely is a lot heavier than the cheaper one. I have it with me today, and I'll probably fly that too. I'll have 3 batteries full on that one. So I'm gonna fly this a little bit higher and, see what I can do with it. Not too successful trying to land on the car. I can feel the batteries draining a little low now because I have to have the stick at least halfway above in order to hover. So it might want me to land soon. It's landing. It landed. Yeah, it turned off the engine. So this product is not sponsored, by the way. They did not send this to me in order to make a video. Like I said with the other drones where it has a fixed camera, whenever you're moving it a little bit, even just a little bit, you're gonna see it in the video footage. If you go like this, just a little bit, the whole frame will just, tilt left and right. So where was I? I was a bit distracted flying that drone, you can tell. But you see, right this instant, I'm practicing multitasking here. I am playing with these drones at the same time as recording this video. This P is sort of like a low-level task here because I don't actually have to pay attention to it. Right now, I am paying attention to the camera, and sometimes when I'm flying this drone, I'm paying attention to the drone, and all of a sudden, when I want to pay attention to the camera, I actually have to take my mind off of it while, trying to hover in place and look at the camera and do something. So whenever you are doing multitasking, you're essentially splitting your mind up into, different threads, and possibly you can do some things on autopilot. Like when I'm hovering this drone, I am doing that on autopilot while I look over here and talk to the camera. Now I got another one because I want to fly these things, just for fun. So here we go. Now what's wrong with this thing? I'm not too sure, but it seems like it's not locking into the signal. Oh, now it is for some reason. Anyhow, let me try it again and see if I can fly it. So every time I fly this, I actually have to calibrate it. It won't stay still. There's something strange about this thing because it's losing signal. Not too sure why. So now it's cool. It's within view. And it's flying, and I don't have to pay attention too much to it because it's pretty much hovering in place. I've calibrated it. So now I'm just gonna fly this because my main purpose is to come out here, play with these things basically. And so this is where it comes in, where if you want to concentrate on something and do well at it, or maybe just for pleasure, just like me trying to play with these things and just put my full attention on it so that maybe I can get some good video out of it or whatnot, then you would cut out all the other distracting factors. For example, when I'm editing videos, I would not have music playing because I find that if there's music playing, obviously I can't listen to the audio track in the video. When I'm reading something, studying something, I don't like to have music on, and I generally don't understand how other people can actually have music on because there's always you know, some noise, and that's like a stimulating factor. It'll go into your head and just kind of jumble things up. So most of the time when I'm concentrating fully on something, it's actually you know, quiet during a quiet period. So I'm gonna fly this around and then I'll come back. This thing is actually really scary to fly because it seems like it does not have enough power to go up too high. Once it goes up too high, what happens is that the wind up there is so strong that I can be full throttle, and I am at the highest sensitivity, 100% throttle, and I'm going towards one side, and basically it would stay in place and it starts drifting away from where I want to be, and essentially it's out of control. When a drone is out of control, it's kind of scary because you don't want it to like just, you know, drift farther and farther away from you. So this thing is a little bit underpowered for flying a little bit too high, okay? Like too tall trees high. You see those trees over there, back there? Two heights of those is the highest you want to fly these guys. This white one I have, the propeller's a little bit bigger, but it's surprisingly quite a bit stronger than this guy. You can see the motor over here, this whole gold piece there, the whole thing is a motor, whereas over here the motor is off to the side, it's geared. So it's essentially the diameter of the motor is about 6-7 millimeters, whereas the diameter of this motor is about 1 inch almost. It's about 22 millimeters. So a big difference. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on playing with this because one battery is not used up yet. I'm gonna try and use up all of them until, I don't know, I get my kick out of flying this thing, or until I get bored. Ah! That's me multitasking pretty badly because I'm like, oh, okay, let me get in front of the camera like that. Okay, yeah, I almost killed myself there. I think maybe it ran out of battery, so let me swap the battery. So thanks for watching this video. I hope this video helps you determine when is the best time to actually multitask and when you should actually single task. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below. Let me know if you prefer single tasking or multitasking. If you're interested in supporting this channel, check out my Audible link down in the video description below where you can get a free audiobook. Check out my Patreon over here where I give perks such as help with your credit score or help with your finances. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel over here and click that bell icon next to the subscribe button so that you get a new notification whenever I upload a brand new video. Thanks for watching. The problem with this drone is that if you do not press stop on the record on the video, somehow it becomes corrupt and I can never use the video again. So that's a thing to remember. I really hope that, you know, as soon as you turn it off or lose connection, it would automatically, you know, close up the video file or something. That would be very nice. I haven't used the more expensive drones or anything. It'll be interesting to try those out later on if and when I buy those more expensive, bigger drones. Not drones, quadcopter. That's enough with flying in front of the camera. I mean, this is on full throttle and I definitely could use a little bit more power in terms of flying one way or the other. This is my infrared grill. You see that the heating element is not directly touching the food, and so it kind of grills things sort of like a normal charcoal grill without using charcoal. You just use electricity. So apparently these drumsticks need to be cooked on 3 sides because they are a little bit bigger. Whereas these wings, I only flipped them once and they are ready to eat. You see, they look very, very good. I'm gonna zoom in here.